Welcome back. This is lesson 2.5, Hitting the Ceiling. I'm Dr. Song. For 5 lessons across 2 modules, you've been getting better at chat. You have personas, verification habits, few shot, chain of thought, templates, recipes, and artifacts. You can do a lot with these tools. This lesson is different. This lesson is where we break chat on purpose. So the next module's move up to cowork feels like a solution to a problem you've actually felt, not an arbitrary syllabus move. By the end of this lesson, you should be a little bit frustrated. That's the point. Frustration aimed at the right thing is what earns the upgrade. 4 cracks. You have hit at least 2 of them already and not named them. 1. Convention drift. Yesterday's chat honored your preferred tone, your firm's vocabulary, your no bullets rule. Today's fresh chat does most of it, not all of it. Claude has no memory across conversations. Your conventions die at the end of every chat. 2. The re-prompting tax. Every new chat, you paste the same setup. I'm a CFO at a 45-person SaaS. Our fiscal year ends in June. Count the minutes you spend repasting that block before Claude writes the way that you want. That is the tax. It scales badly. 3. Context window limits. Claude's memory inside one conversation is large but finite. By turn 50, the constraint you set at turn 2 has drifted out of reach. 4. No bridge to your real files. The artifact lives in the chat. Your work lives on your computer. Between the two sits a copy-paste step every time. 1 chat, 3 prompts. A client announcement package for a small professional services firm, an announcement email, a promotion budget, and a stakeholder map, all in the same conversation, each piece referencing the last. Every prompt pre-specifies the firm, the audience, the numbers, and the signer, so Claude starts writing immediately instead of asking me questions. Exactly the shape of work where chat looks like it should be sufficient. Three parts, one chat, each referencing the last. Exactly what chat is supposed to do well. And on a first skim, the kind of skim a client gives a package before signing off, it does it. The email reads warm. The budget table has real line items. The stakeholder map names the right people. If I skim it the way a client would, it looks ready to ship. Now, let me press on it. Not with a hard question, with the kind of revision every real client sends. Watch what happens when I change one thing about part 1. 3 parts came back. Let me read them the way a client would. Part 1. New subject line. Addresses existing starter clients. Tone is right. Under the word cap. Good. Part 2. The budget table got rewritten, not touched up. The customer acquisition role from the first pass is gone. It's been renamed Upgrade Incentives, and the dollars have been repointed at retargeting existing clients. Clean. Part 3. Still pros, no bullets. Audience flip to existing starter clients. Internal stakeholders updated. The revision cascaded cleanly across all three parts. So, did chat pass the test? On coordination, yes. I expected this revision to drop at least one convention on the floor. Sonnet held all three parts together through a meaningful audience flip. That's a stronger chat performance than I bargained for. Now go back and reread part 1, the original one, at the top of this chat, out loud. The sentence that quotes the savings, 15%, $200 a month dropping to $150 a month. Do the arithmetic. 200 minus 150 is 50. 50 divided by 200 is 25%, not 15. The $600 annual savings Claude names correct. The 150 per month figure correct. The percentage is wrong in a warmly worded, authoritative sentence in an email addressed to actual clients. And the same error propagates to the revised email one turn later. That is the ceiling, not the cascade I expected to fail, the number I didn't think to verify. Every one of those three prompts pre-specified the firm, the audience, the signer, the tone, the word limit. I spent 80 words setting up Brookline and Maria Chen. I never said out loud, show your arithmetic. The wrong percentage was right there in my prompt, and I didn't catch it either, because the prose around it read confident. Chat doesn't leave me with a broken package. It leaves me with a polished-looking package with one wrong number in it that I had to read twice to find. That is a worse failure than a cascade drift, because the cascade drift is visible. This one hides. Pause the video. In the package you just watched, was the wrong number something one of these four cracks let through? And if so, which? Or is it a different kind of ceiling than the four? Write one sentence. 4 quick tests. Run these on your own chat sessions, not just mine. 1. Convention drift. Did Claude violate a rule you set earlier in the same chat? If yes, crack 1. Module 4's ClaudeMD file lives outside the chat and travels with the project. 2. Reprompting tags. Do you paste the same audience and tone block at the top of every new chat? If yes, crack 2. Same fix. The project file is ambient, not typed. 3. Context window limits. Did the constraint from turn 3 get ignored by turn 30? Crack 3. Same fix. Conventions live in a file, not in conversation history. 4. No bridge to real files. Are you copy-pasting outputs into Word or Excel? Crack 4. And this one isn't a prompt problem. It's Cowork, the desktop app that reads and writes files on your machine. Chat never will. And one you just watched, land that isn't on this slide, a silent factual error inside polished prose. Today's package passed all 4 crack tests and still contained a wrong number. That is what Module 3 is for. Tighter, less ambiguous prompts, forcing Claude to show arithmetic, cite its inputs, and refuse to invent details. Cut the failure rate on this 5th kind of seeding before the other 4 even come up. Your task this week is to run the deliberate probe experiment on your own work, then write what you saw. Step 1. Pick a recurring deliverable you produce that has 3 related parts: a project kickoff package, a weekly review, a class submission. 3 pieces that have to be consistent with each other. Step 2. In one chat conversation, ask for part 1. Same chat, ask for part 2, referencing part 1. Same chat, ask for part 3, referencing both. Step 3. Pick one piece of Part 1 and revise it. A meaningful revision, not a typo. Ask Claude to update all three parts consistently. Step 4. Read all three new versions slowly, out loud. Did the convention drift? Did parts 2 and 3 actually update? Did a number, a name, a date, or a quoted policy come back that you can verify? And does it check out? How many words of context did you end up retyping? Step 5. Write 3 to 5 sentences on what you noticed. A cascade failure, a silent factual error, an invented detail, a reprompting text, or a clean pass. Post it, plus your chat transcript or link to the Week 2 discussion board. This is your ceiling observation. Coming up, Module 3, Unambiguity Prompts. We tighten prompt language so silent errors like the one you just caught can't hide. Then, Module 4, Cowork and CloudMD makes the reprompting text disappear.